Hey, it's Royally Shay here with another LP, and I know what you're thinking. Ma'am, you post like once every 6 months on the other one. Why are you starting a new one? Well, because this one is going to be a little bit cozier, more laid back. So, right now, I'm going to go through showing you some of the families, a good chunk of the families. Now, I'm not staying on them long enough to read them. You can just pause the video and read some of them because some of them there's some slight changes if you notice. Also, you notice a lot of them have a bunch of extra people in them. And that is because this LP will be going back to the past for most of the townies. Not all of them, as you can see, but most of them. A little back to the past action because I aged down a whole lot of the townies into teenagers. Not all of them, as you can see, because I did want somebody for these teens to live with, because I thought it might be just slightly unrealistic, even though it is The Sims, for all of these teenagers to live by themselves. So I came up with slight tweaks to their storylines and to the other townie storylines to include why these teenagers are staying with them. So for some of them, they're step siblings. For some of them, they're half siblings. For some of them, like right here, Lee Fang, this is the future Liberty Lee. She's going to change her last name once she breaks free from her family, type deal. Um, the Benali family, I made Zoe Patel his cousin, his younger cousin that's coming to stay. Um, so there's things like that. Or for the Pizzazz family, I actually just made Gavin Richards and Kayla Fleming, both of them her children. Now, with that though, they both have different dads. So that's why their last names are still different. I kept their names the same as when they were adults, so I tried to work around that. That's why a lot of them are like cousins and nephews and stuff like that. Um, so I did try to do that, and I didn't change their last names. I didn't change any traits. Literally, all I did was change them in cast as far as their appearance goes. Also, Nancy Landgraf had a dad. In the past week that I was test playing the save, I guess he died. Because I haven't seen him in a hot minute, in like 3 in-sim days, and he doesn't pop up on here anymore. I don't know. That Sims neighborhood stories, man. Um, and then towards the bottom here, you'll see that's just people from the gallery that the game has put in as random townies. So this is my world. I put in a lot of lots from the gallery sprinkled them in across all of the worlds that I own. Just to liven the place up a bit, because y'all know Sims worlds have the same like 5 lots on them: a museum, a gym, a bar, and a library. My sim doesn't need 6 library options to go to. So you'll see as the game progresses the different kind of options that I toss down from the gallery for them to entertain themselves with. Also, this is a notification. Also, this is my sim. This is my inspired sim me. Not gonna lie and say it's me, because there are definitely some differences. This is her home. Um, Now, I say inspired sim me because some of the major features are the same. A lot of the major features are the same, but like that snatched tummy that she got, I haven't had that since like early high school. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit chubby on the stomach. But I did go back to looking like this after I had my baby. Breastfeeding, man, that did it. But then once I stopped, I went right back to my regular size. Also, some differences are how well she dresses. Not gonna lie, I spent my high school years in jeans. Actually, I wore jeans like this. I did the bell bottom jeans for no reason. I wore jeans like that. Oh, look at this. Her formal wear, long dress. I gave her 2 different versions: long dress and a short dress. It actually does kind of resemble my prom dress. Not gonna lie. Um, so they're all clothes that I like, but in high school didn't really. I was a t-shirt. I was a graphic t-shirt and bell bottom jeans and sneakers girl. It was with a ponytail hairstyle. That's why I kind of kept the ponytail hairstyle. It just looks a lot nicer in The Sims because it's got the cute little strands in the front with the baby hair. But if you take that away, And then that's how my hair looked every day, just a low bun. Um, so yeah, so this is her outfits. She wants love. She's a homebody and she's likable. So that means she gains friendships easily, but not so much in the romance department, which was pretty accurate. Honestly, how accurate The Sims kind of gets her when it comes to traits later down the line when I show them is like, whoa. But that's her. She looks super cute, and she's me if I cared about style back when I was in high school. So her best girly friends are Mila Munch and Alice Spencer Kim. I did not see that coming, but here we are. I never even played with the Munch household, so I was like, whoa, that's crazy. These are some of her skills that she's gained. She's really, really good at writing, which I guess makes sense because especially I've been writing like short stories and all that other kind of stuff since I was in middle school. So that's pretty accurate. And playing The Sims and playing different video games since I was in elementary school. I've been playing The Sims since The Sims first came out. So, and then these are the people that I've met so far. Like I said, I've been trying to meet everybody. I've been going to school for about a week now, trying to meet everybody. And for some of them it went well, and for some of them it did not. So like Nancy and Darling. Nancy didn't appreciate that I thought she was going to prom by herself. But yeah, just some of these traits because these are modded traits. Also, you'll notice the Forever Fool and the Heat Proof and stuff. And we'll talk about that in a second. But in the meantime, another mod gave popularity in random traits. So I got a dull eye for art, but I'm pretty good with music. And my singing voice could use some work. And the Floaters is my social group. Now, the traits and the popularity and stuff are two separate mods. Sorry. And that's pretty accurate. And natural born comedian. People do say I can be funny. So those actually were randomized and, kind of accurate. I'm not that great at art. And I did play piano for a long time. So interestingly enough, The Sims got it down. Now, those other traits. My day two of playing, my sim went to sleep, her needs met, and then died in her sleep out of nowhere. And because of the way The Sims works, and she was the last sim in the household, I couldn't even go in and see what the heck she died from. So I assumed it was from a glitched need going down too low because my needs bar has been kind of acting wonky. I'm not quite sure which mod is messing with it, but it'll be fully up, but like yellow or almost fully down and green showing. So I was like, you know what? We're not gonna play with that. Oh, I'm showing the scholarship she won. She won a scholarship for being low income back when she only had like $400. So I'm glad they don't revoke the scholarship just because she got a little bit of money now. But I assumed it was one of a glitched need, so I fixed that permanently. So none of her needs that are able to kill her will get decayed down too much. But she'll still do things, She'll still eat every now and again. She'll still shower. She still sleeps. Um, but it just takes a whole lot longer for that to happen now. Also, I found this cool group text mod, so you can text multiple Sims at the same time instead of doing this one by one and going into your phone a bazillion times. So that's been nice to use. So that's the squad right there. Sergio even came and lived with me for a few days for no reason at all. Like my second day, no, it was like my third day. My third day playing The Sims, he just came and lived with me for 3 days. I was like, okay, that's cool. But then I remembered I put him in a really hectic house, so I was like, you know what, fair. Um, Also that money, like I said, I'm trying not to cheat too much. So that money's not actually money she's earned. Like I said, at one point we had like $400, 400, $300. But for some quick cash, I sort of cheated the thrifty system, trendy system, and bought a bunch of like random outfits and then sold them immediately for double the price to get some spare cash. But now we make money legitimately by writing books. So that's been really cool. And also that gained her some fame. Oh, look. Speaking of one of the homies, it's Jay Huntington. Let's see what he wants. Also, I had aged down some of the young adults, so it wasn't all just adults. It was some young adults too. And since they didn't have respective partners, I wanted to age some of them down to see if, hey, maybe the person only chose the wife that they chose because that was the only option. Maybe if there were more options, they would have chose somebody else. Which brings me to the inspiration of this LP. I want to see if these Sims will still follow their lives that the Sims gave them, that the Sims team gave them, Sims creators gave them. If they could do it all over again, would they choose to still do it? And what a perfect place to start the romance festival. Let's see if these Sims people will, still pick their husbands and wives. I think that's a fun little experiment. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Royally Shay. And if you like the video, like the way we're going to be playing, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I would love to see what you guys think about anything, any ideas. Like I said, this is going to be a real chill series. So, toodles. See you next time.